On February 12, 2015, the Board of Trustees of Reinhardt University announced the selection of Dr. Kina S. Mallard as the institution's 20th president. She will assume her responsibilities on May 16th. An experienced academic leader, Mallard comes to Reinhardt from Carson-Newman University in Jefferson City, Tennessee, where she has served as Executive Vice President and Provost. Prior to Carson-Newman, she held academic leadership posts at Gordon College in Wenham, Massachusetts, and Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Dr. Mallard has a Doctorate of Philosophy in Communication and a Master's of Arts in Organizational Communication from the University of Tennessee, and a Bachelor of Science in Speech and Theater from Middle Tennessee State University. Many of her published works address academic leadership, communication, and private and Christian higher education. Dr. Mallard is married to Steve Dietz, and together they have 5 children. We are most fortunate to have Dr. Mallard join us at Reinhardt. She is a dynamic and caring leader. With Dr. Mallard's leadership, the future is bright and exciting for Reinhardt. It's going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome and introduce the 20th president of Reinhardt University, Dr. Kina Mallard.
Thank you, Dr. Isherwood. I just want to take just a moment before I start talking to thank Dr. Tom Isherwood for his vision and his leadership over the last 13 years. He has laid a strong foundation, and I'm so grateful to be following in his footsteps. Well, isn't this a great day? Family members, aren't you proud of your students' accomplishments? Faculty and staff, you have shepherded these young men and women. Aren't you thankful for the opportunity to transform lives? Amen. Graduates, did you think this day would never come? The commencement address is a graduation tradition. It was developed so someone who is very smart and very accomplished can give you words of wisdom to send you off into the world for a successful career and a fulfilled life. Unfortunately, the person Reinhardt chose for this austere occasion had a last-minute scheduling conflict. So when Dr. Isherwood asked me if I would step in and serve as your commencement speaker, I, of course, felt a little pressure. Now, I know you don't want me to feel pressure, so I'm going to ask you to help me out. I'm going to ask you to participate in 2 quick exercises that might help me. The first is for family members, faculty, and staff, and the second is for graduates. So are you ready? Okay. First, family members, faculty, and staff. If you will please close your eyes. Think back to your high school or college graduation ceremony. Recall the inspirational message delivered that changed your life. All right then. Feeling a little less pressure. Graduates, If you would scoot to the edge of your chairs. Just scoot to the edge of your chairs. Good, 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 good. Now, when I count to 3, if you would stand and clap very loudly. Okay, are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Stand and clap. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, no matter what I say in the next few minutes, I can tell my friends that I had you on the edge of your seats and you gave me a standing ovation. Pressure is gone. Let's get started. To hopefully help you remember your graduation message, I've divided it into 3 parts: learn, earn, return. Graduates, why don't you say that with me? Learn, earn, return. Beautiful. You graduates have learned. Reinhardt University has provided for you an environment where both mind and spirit can soar. Your faculty have challenged you to think and respond critically and creatively, to write and speak clearly and persuasively, to reason quantitatively, to engage in problem solving across disciplines. You are women and men who are equipped to make your way in a world of innovation and change, who are liberated from boundaries rather than being defined by them. The Reinhardt education is one which seamlessly moves from enrollment to employment. As you walk across the stage today, your diploma symbolizes more than the mastery of a list of courses in a catalog. It symbolizes a purposeful, comprehensive, holistic education that has prepared you not only to make a living, but to make a life. On April 23rd, we recognized outstanding young alumni with the 10 Under 10 Award. These young alumni are living testimonies to the value of a Reinhardt education. Examples included a sports management and business administration major who's now a lawyer, a history major who has served as head of the literacy department for Nairobi, Kenya, a sacred music major who is getting her PhD in pharmacology at Vanderbilt, and an organizational leadership management graduate who is president of Serve International and has helped Reinhardt students, some of you, find ways to serve the poor. While students at Reinhardt, these alumni explored questions of calling, questions such as, who am I? Where do I fit in this complex, challenging, and rapidly changing world? How do I find and fulfill the central purpose of my life? How do I, as Ralph Waldo Emerson put it, leave the world a bit better? In the novel Cutting for Stone by Abraham Verghese, we learn about a young man, Marion, who is orphaned and raised by a woman named Matron. In this excerpt, Marion tells why he chose to become a doctor. Listen for the special message, a message of stewardship of the gifts God gave you. I chose the specialty of surgery because of Matron, that steady presence during my boyhood and adolescence. When I went to her for advice, she challenged, "What is the hardest thing you can possibly do?" I squirmed. How easily Matron probed the gap between ambition and expedience. "Why must I do what is hardest?" I asked. "Because you are an instrument of God. Don't leave the instrument sitting in its case, son. Play. Why settle for 3 blind mice when you can play the Gloria?" "But Matron, I can't dream of playing Bach the Gloria," I said under my breath. I'd never played a string or wind instrument. I couldn't read music. "No, Marion," she said, her gaze soft. "No, not Bach's Gloria, yours. Your Gloria lives within you. The greatest sin is not finding it, ignoring what God made possible in you. Reinhardt educators have found joy in watching you develop from your first day of class to today when they watch you walk across this stage as a graduate. Sometimes they have needed to slow you down and encourage you to reflect about where you are in the present and what the future holds. They have minded the gap between ambition and expedience, and what joy they find when they know they have played even a small part in helping you find your passion, in helping you imagine that you will leave the world a bit better, in helping you play your Gloria. So graduates, you have learned and you will now earn. You will earn both a living and a reputation. Let's talk first about earning a living. Parents, are you ready for your sons and daughters to start earning? Well, Reinhardt has prepared your students to do just that. Research from Georgetown Center on Education in the Workforce shows people with a bachelor's degree make $1 million more over a lifetime than those with a high school diploma. You are ready to earn, and we want you to earn. We want you to be able to pay your bills. And of course, we want you to help support Reinhardt. However, more important than the building of your riches is the building of your reputation. Wendell Berry offers the following insight on the mission of higher education. The thing being made in a university is humanity. What universities are mandated to make in human beings in the fullest sense of those words is not just trained workers or knowledgeable citizens, but responsible heirs and members of human culture. Underlying the idea of the university is the idea that good work and good citizenship are the inevitable byproducts of the making of a good that is a fully developed human being. So regardless of your financial earning power, whether or not you win awards or make headlines, each of you can influence your corners of the world, impacting those around you by earning a strong reputation. You can be proud of the good work you do, of the good citizen you are, and of the fully developed human being you will become. You have learned, and you will continue learning. You have earned, and you will continue earning. And with your learning and your earning, there is an expectation of returning. We have all benefited from the hard work and the generosity of others. Each of us drinks from wells we didn't dig and eats from gardens we didn't plant. In the book of Luke from Holy Scripture, we read, "Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you." Many of you already realize how much Reinhardt has invested in you. For others, it may take months or even years before you fully appreciate this investment. Just as one example, each year Reinhardt allocates $7.5 million from its budget to help students afford a Reinhardt education. This $7.5 million comes from the generosity of friends who understand the importance of giving back. Some give thousands to these scholarships and some only $10 a month, but each gift is important. Each gift is appreciated. It all adds up. You have been the recipient of this generosity, so I encourage you to begin the habit of giving back financially. Your good measure can be giving to future students so that they can receive the same kind of financial assistance you received. I also encourage you to return to campus and give future students the wisdom of your experiences. Future students will benefit from you taking the time to share your work stories, your spiritual journeys, your lives. They will be encouraged by you and draw energy from you. Your good measure can be giving of your time, so future students are motivated to continue their learning and earning journeys. Third, I hope you will return thanks to those who have helped you succeed, those angels that Maria referred to. A simple card, visit, or email of appreciation fuels faculty and staff to continue living out their calling at Reinhardt. Your good measure can be taking the time to show appreciation, to encourage one another, and build each other up. And last, I hope you will return your gifts and talents to the world. Build on the educational philosophy of Miles Horton, who challenges, it is not important to be good. It is important to be good for something. You are ready to achieve your full potential, not so you can be the best in the world, but so you can be the best for the world. Toni Morrison, Pulitzer Prize-winning author and a professor, tells her students, when you get these jobs that you've been so brilliantly trained for, just remember that your real job is that if you are free, you need to free somebody else. If you have power, you need to empower somebody else. Your good measure can be working for the world in the causes of freedom, equality, and justice. Because of the richness of the Reinhardt experience and the quality of the Reinhardt education, this morning we are confirming degrees for men and women of confidence and courage, of conviction and compassion. So go from this place, taking Reinhardt values and Reinhardt memories, and let your good measure be creating positive change in the corners of your world as you continue to learn, continue to earn, and continue to return. 2015 Reinhardt graduates, we are so proud of you. Congratulations.